So people, this is gonna make a lot of fans of certain actors angry, but Box Office India just released their worldwide, overseas, and all India rankings. And as we all know, as has been like the case for I don't know for the past like 20 years or whatever, Shahrukh Khan obviously is at number one worldwide. If you include like the India plus overseas total. His overseas total is like ridiculously high, but his India total is also rather good, and I'll explain why. So right now you can see the worldwide rankings. So Shahrukh Khan is at 803.90, and that's only with three films. Three films, remember that. And Salman Khan is at number two, Ahmed Khan is at number three. And the difference between Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, and Amir Khan is obviously like astronomical. There's like a difference between like 600 and 700, respectively. So let's just stick with Shah Rukh Khan versus Salman Khan. So Shah Rukh Khan managed to get 803.90 with three films, and Salman Khan managed to get less than that, 700 something, 0.07, with six films. So that just tells you what three films does for SRK. Not even six films can do for his competition, at least his competition in the media. So last year it was Salman Khan, and apparently this year the media has pitted Ranveer Kapoor against Shah Rukh. So that should be an interesting watch. But anyways, moving on to the overseas rankings. So the overseas rankings are obviously quite lopsided. As you can see, Shah Rukh Khan has 710 points based on six releases, and the next person down the line is Amir Khan, who has only one release, but he only has like 120 points. That one release is Three Idiots, because Three Idiots did great business overseas, and it recently released in China and like the Far East, so that basically increased his market value. But still, the difference is almost 600 points. 600 points between the two, and that just like shows you SRK's star power overseas, and in terms of I guess in terms of his star power worldwide. Anyways, so now let's look at the India rankings. So the India rankings, Salman Khan is number one, obviously, because of Reddy and Bodyguard. But there's a catch. Now take a look at the numbers. So Salman Khan's number points are based on six releases, while Shah Rukh's points are based on only three releases. So if you take the average for one SRK film is 208.8. That is the highest for any actor in India, 208.8 per film. That's the average. And these rankings are based on box office performance as opposed to anything else, not like fan following, blah, blah, blah. Only box office performance. So an average SRK film is 208 points, and an average Salman Khan film is, wait for it, let's divide that number by 6, is 123.03 points to be exact. So SRK star power in India on three films is 100 points more than the competition. So I don't mean to sound rude, but hopefully this will clear some rumors people have about star power in India and fan following and box office performance. Because at the end of the day, box office data doesn't lie, and an average of 208.8 per film versus an average of 123.03 per film speaks for itself. So either ways, SRK is doing pretty well for himself. Salman is also doing pretty well for himself, but only in India, and only like in the last like 1 or 2 years. Maybe it'll change as time goes on, but I highly doubt that. His films don't really have an appeal overseas, and apparently he's like the only one who can give Shahrukh some competition at the box office. But unfortunately, worldwide, it's still SRK who's number one, and that has been the case for the past God knows how many years, like 20 or so. So there you have it, guys. That's the latest rankings, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate messages for this, but this just proves that SRK is number one. Sorry to break the hearts of the fans of other actors, but it's true. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video.